the way down until the red one's on top. Now, if I recall, this is the one I went about an inch further before I added, going from 16 to 20, because adding 4 makes 20. So we're at 2, but if you notice, 4 is halfway between this bump and this bump. So it lets me get to here. And that way, so I'm just going to tension it up because I'm going to pin it. I'm going to lift this up so that I'm better in the camera's range. Because I don't like to braid above my shoulders because it wears me out. But without having to move the camera. I can lift this. So this is a quick release lark's head knot up here. So you can pop it. You can lift it. You can fold it through. Now I like the tails to be above where I'm braiding. But that won't come loose and it won't slip, which is nice. If you can shake the tangles loose as you go, then you won't have to spend time untangling it. And at 20, we'll have 2 red ones on one side, but it'll be a red one and 4 black ones, a red one and 4 black ones when we go to 20. And then at 24, we'll have 5 black chevrons between the red. And if you have a bunch of different colors, you could do this with lots of different colors. Okay, so nice part with paracord versus leather is you can put a pin in it. But you can see how the chevrons are lining up with the belly here. Okay, so I had one more. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need a half pass to match the other whip. So okay, so I'm going to tension all these up because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll cut 2 more strands to length. You'll see that the strands of black are longer than the red. And 42 minutes, which is where we're at this point, is and I'm only about, after 42 minutes, I'm only about 12 inches, 10 inches, 12 inches into this whip. So, and it doesn't exactly go faster as I go, because then you're plating more layers. Whereas when you plate it the other way, you're dropping strands, but you don't have to drop strands with this method. And over the hook we go again. So now we're going from 16 to 20, and then probably it gets, the next layer will be added. Going from 20 to 24 and so many of 20, so you can just count. But so now we have 4. Four blacks and a red. Now we have to go under the red on this side. Make sure we pick up that strand that crosses. So now we're at a 20 plate. So you'll see that there's 5 below and there's 5 above, but there's a couple pairs up here. So okay, so we have our 2 doubled. This one's attached, so snug it down and lay it in. This one is not attached. If I pull, it'll pull that side. So I'm just going to lay it. And this one is attached to the other side. Just gently snug it and lay it. So those 2 are parallel. Then on this side, I need to bring this one down and into that notch, so that it's laying in the right place. Otherwise it will look funny. Just the experience of doing a bunch of these. So, and this one is the one that's not attached. And we're going under the red and under a black. Eventually I might hook up a different light so the light doesn't wiggle around so much, but I don't have a lot of, it's got a vaulted ceiling in here in this workspace. The ceiling's probably 15 foot high, so I can't just attach it to something right above. But I like braiding vertically. If you've never tried it, it's one way to watch your tensioning, to see how the tensioning is rolling through your whip, how it's going, you know. So I don't know about you, if you're somebody who braids whips, you might have better ways of laying everything flat. It's just my way. And that way I'm specifically picking the strand and I'm pinching it back here with 2 fingers to roll it through so that I'm keeping the orientation of that strand so it doesn't have a twist in it. So I hate twists. So, and with round cord, unlike press flat cord, a half twist can happen so easily and be super irritating. Just like picking up the wrong strand and you have a cross, or leaving one hanging like that. I hate that. And the interesting thing is with this method, you can see this is all loose all the way up to there. It's really tensioning it up here when I'm tugging down on this. It's not tensioning it right here at the base. It's easier on my hands and allows the cord to settle in a little better. So. One downside of this little mini camera is it has no screen, so I can't really see what you guys are seeing. It does have quite a gradient on the lens, so, but I can still end up out of frame if I'm not careful. So now we're covering here, so as you tuck it down, there'll be the bump from going up and over the belly. Anyway, my hands are starting to bug me, so I'm going to have to stop. And I've been braiding for, well, it's 55 minutes, so not quite an hour. But I'll put a pin in it, and I'll come back in a while, or maybe tomorrow, and keep working on this. The pin just kind of locks it in place and holds the tension, so you don't lose a lot of tension as long as you don't bend it around and mess with it. So I'm just trying to get all the stuff where I want it. So we're at 4 fingers again, because there's 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. And I have to go check the other whip, but it's more like double check it. And I'll double check it when once I put a pin in it and stop this video. I generally don't braid more than an hour at a time just to save my hands wear and tear. I love this, but it's not worth my hands getting destroyed. I used to braid 7 or 8 hours. Did a lot of Aikido stretches before I braided. Stretch out the ligaments and tendons in my hands and forearms. Okay, I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 on the right, 10 on the left, that's 20. And this is actually right before a bump. Although it's a very small bump here, you can see there's a change in diameter. And when I went over the bump here, you can see the diameter changed a little bit. So I went over the second belly. So anyway, this is Chuck with Pocket Snakes. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you'd like to see or what you'd like to learn. This is Chuck with Pocket Snakes. Have a great time.